Welcome to Just Another Horror Podcast. I'm John. Oh, episode 91. I'm not going to get used to this. I'm John.
Are you drinking, or am I hearing those voices?
I'm not drinking.
I'm Ben.
There's a song, it's a country song by Chris Young, it's called Voices. You gonna plug that?
No.
You could say I'm a little bit crazy. You could call me insane.
Do I have to? Oh, man. Country
make you
music
plug it.
making
Yeah.
it on our show.
What are you doing?
We're being progressive. With country.
Idiot.
Oh.
Why are you...
Shut up. I don't know why I was going. I thought it was like a Swiss Army.
It's a key.
Okay.
It's not my car.
We have an email because it's listener request month. Dear John, Cobra, and Ben, here is my conundrum. I love listening to your commentary and hilarious banter, but I'm just not a big fan of horror movies. I've listened to the episodes featuring films I've seen and your side shows on YouTube, but I want more, so I'm throwing some money in the ring and sending a request for a review. I didn't want to be a dickhead and torture you with some ridiculous romantic comedy or shitty kids movie. I think maybe taking a shot at Little Mermaid and Coyote Ugly.
I like rom-coms.
Yeah, they're not bad. Instead, I'd like to hear your take on what I think is a little-known good movie, The Voices, a comedy with a touch of horror. I'd especially like to know your opinion of the ending. Watch hard, IP freely. Well,
See? They agree with the bathroom thing. Pee freely.
See, I don't know.
I'm joking.
Don't do that. I don't know if this is a comedy to me. It didn't make me laugh very much.
I think... Okay, first
I think the cat was maybe supposed to be funny.
The voices, yeah.
But
from the pets. I had seen this advertised like on Netflix and Amazon, but I hadn't watched it yet. And I saw that Ryan Reynolds was in it.
I didn't see any ads
I didn't
for this
read
anywhere.
Nothing.
I didn't read anything about it. I just watched it. There's some dark shit in this movie.
Yeah, it's a little bit depressing.
yeah, it's off the rails bizarre too with like the butterfly shit that when he's
Yeah,
on
that's
cloud
what-
9 and like happy and like, oh my god.
That was a little strange with the animated.
I kind of liked all that.
Butterflies.
I liked all the shit he was experiencing when he was on his medicine.
So,
Or no, off his medicine. That's right, off his
did
medicine.
the listener say what they thought about the ending?
No,
Okay. I just thought I didn't even know what to think of this ending.
that was weird.
It went like all those TV shows that are on now, like Glee or like it was like a musical.
Yeah, what the fuck? And Jesus was singing with them? That was weird.
It just
Jesus!
So
Save me, Jesus.
when I started taking notes on this, I had to stop myself because my notes made it seem like this might be a novel when it was over. I've written down, Lionsgate acts like they run the place. 1984 private defense contractors. Wait, it's that tiger again. From I Know You Did Last Summer.
Yeah, it's that Mandalay fucking...
And I was like, that's 3 lines for just the companies that run the movie.
I only have 2 pages of notes on this movie.
yeah, about 2.
I got plugs though. Plug.
I end up
plug,
having
plug,
like a page
plug.
of wanting to do Anna Kendrick in my notes, so...
Is that Lisa?
Yeah.
Lisa is so sexy and she should have gotten naked.
Wow, you look so sexy, Lisa.
Yeah, they could have done a better job of not getting somebody who didn't look like Anna Kendrick to be the dumpy friend who
Yeah, I
has
mean
the
that
crush
one
on.
girl could have
Is that
clearly
why
been
they...
the dumpy girl.
Yeah, is that why they just added her? They're like, oh, wait, we need a dumpy one, too.
Well, it's that tag-along friend that it's the person you don't know has the crush on you because you're too fixated on somebody else, and it's like, if someone looks like Anna Kendrick is remotely hitting on you, you're gonna know.
I'm gonna be all over that. I'm gonna be knuckle deep.
Jesus.
Very nice.
You can cut that.
So how do you want to go about this?
Ryan Reynolds is wearing pink. He's working in a bathtub.
Yeah. a
Milton
lot of
fixed your
pink.
faucets.
A lot of pink.
He is warehouse mover guy.
Yeah.
So what's up with the pink? Because at the party, does Fiona have a pink dress on and Ryan has a button? Ryan
Jerry.
Reynolds'
Yeah, it's gonna be
character,
tough not to call him Ryan
he has a
Reynolds.
button
Jerry.
up. He has like a dress shirt on, and it's the exact same color as her dress. It's kind of a pinkish.
Do you think the director was doing the
I-
ugly
there's
thing
this
with
weird-
colors?
Well, if those two, they didn't go to the party together. they just happen to wear the same color match. I thought it was weird. I didn't know what was going on.
Oh, okay. Okay, so they're organizing a company party.
And the boss.
Yeah, I don't know.
What is the boss's name?
The boss claims that the new person from each department has to
help plan.
organize. And I love Jerry's cat when he gets home. The voices are his dog and his cat. And
Mr. Whiskers and Bosco.
It's basically the good devil on your, or the good angel on your shoulder and the devil on your shoulder telling you. And the cat is a little shit. And I do like that where the cat's criticizing them, like, they want to get more hours out of you, basically, for free. This is bullshit.
So we find out that Jerry is off his rocker nuts. He's a fucking loony. And right away, his animals are talking to him, and he's self-aware a little later on in the movie that, yeah, if my animals are talking to me, that's my voice, and I'm fucking nuts.
So is his boss scared of him? Is that what it is? Because I feel like he got the job through...
the psychiatrist or something,
a placement.
right?
Like, he was placed at this job after he got out of jail.
I don't know if he's afraid of him. I don't know if he knows what to make of him, I think.
I think he just thinks he's a weird guy.
Yeah.
Well, Jerry calls him by his name, Mr. Whatever, and the guy's like, oh, call me George
Dennis.
or whatever, Dennis. And,
Is it Dennis? My
No idea.
and Jerry's psychiatrist seems not a very good psychiatrist.
I mean, what can you do? I mean, if the guy...
She's, what? You have to take the drugs. If you're telling your psychiatrist, no, I don't really like...
2 different occasions he does it, so there's a pattern, so...
Yeah, but they
Yeah,
could
but at
take
first,
him,
He told her that he was, until he came clean that
Yeah,
that
but she
time.
knows. She says, you hesitated. And then he goes off and basically says, I don't like the way they make me feel.
Yeah.
You can take that person, if they're refusing to abide by what they're supposed to be doing, and put them back in.
Yeah, if he's not showing any signs of, like, psychosis or anything, just let him
You know what
go.
it is? He's Ryan Reynolds, and he's awful cute. So you gotta let him get away
Although
with
you
some
could
stuff.
tell in this movie that he's, like, a little slow, or...
I
No,
thought
he's not right with them, and all these women are just perusing at him because he's got a nice smile.
He's doing his classic, a couple of the movies that he was in.
The Amityville Horror.
No.
Absolutely.
What's the...
Two guys, a girl, and a pizza place.
I love that show.
That was great. He
He's
was
He's not
nerd.
Van Wilder because he's
No, he's
not...
just doing that voice, that Van
Okay.
Wilder voice, and that, what's that other one, Just Friends. Have you ever seen that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's doing that.
Ain't he smart?
He just talks like this, he gets so low. And that's what
Waiting's
he's doing
fun.
throughout this movie. And he's playing Ryan Reynolds.
Mm-hmm.
So
Is
the
it
gir-
good?
The girls are gonna like it.
Is it good? Yeah. Yeah.
So they have they just said they're gonna have, what, a conga line at this party. I got it. Don't worry, I got it.
Okay, this is the last dance. Come on, everyone, let's join in the conga line!
Oh, no, this is the last dance. Come on.
What?
One time. You won't be embarrassed.
I'm not gonna dance. I want to eat.
Forget you, Arnold.
Get me, Brenda, sit down.
We get at the psychiatrist meeting. We get reference to his mother heard voices too.
Yeah.
And she
From the
believed
angels.
people were angels.
Yeah.
These voices were angels.
I think that's why later he's telling Fiona in the car about the 4 angels.
Yeah.
You know this one!
That's where this movie goes. Whoa.
That's when it gets off the rails and it's like out of control.
So Jerry's voices that he hears, his cat and his dog.
Mr. Whiskers.
Mr.
cat-
Whiskers is like fat bastard. It's an Irish
Well, the cat, it's Scottish.
or Scottish.
It says that
They're the same.
British women are sophisticated and they want to fuck Lord Dribblesdale.
Yeah, that Fiona doesn't have any interest in you, Jerry, and he's right.
People like Nigel.
Yeah. Not fucking Jerry. But the cat has a Scottish accent, and the dog just kind of has a dopey Southern accent.
Yeah, he's like a someone from Alabama.
I just.
Sorry, Alabama, if you listen, but
We should also say
most
that,
Southern people.
we should also say that the voices of the animals are voiced by Ryan Reynolds, so which is really funny too.
It is funny, but this movie, is this movie good?
I like
We'll
it.
get to that after we talk
Yeah.
through it.
This is when Anna Kendrick shows up.
You guys are gonna have to convince
and I
me.
literally have a paragraph of find out if that girl's name's Anna Kendrick. I swear it is. She's.
What is she
basically
in?
what my notes are.
She's in a ton of stuff.
Lisa, the hot one.
She was in some artsy movies that you probably have never heard of.
Ooh.
Listen,
Snob alert.
I have some class.
I think she was in the Twilight series.
I
actually.
love American Beauty, and that's artsy fartsy.
Maybe you saw her in that.
That's a great movie, but she's not in that.
No shit.
I think she was in the Twilight series movies.
No, I didn't watch Twilight.
I just said she was in it. I didn't say
Speaking of that,
watched
Lost
it.
Boys, right after
You
they
asked
murder.
who-
She was in Pitch Perfect.
Are you gonna let me tell you what she was in?
You don't want to watch that movie though.
Is that singing?
Yeah.
She was in that George Clooney movie, The Up in the Air. Have you seen that? It's really good.
No.
Again. Why do I?
I know what that is.
She was in that. She was really good in that. I think she won an Oscar.
Flying from place to
I'm
place.
pretty sure she won an Oscar.
You know
for
what?
that
Never
movie.
mind.
She's also.
She's hot.
she's-
I don't know who she is
in
because I don't watch
some-
artsy fartsy
Oh, she was
movies.
in that 50-50 movie.
You know what I watch? Horror movies, Ben, because I'm on a horror podcast. You are on 2 podcasts. You have to watch artsy fartsy movies.
She was in 50-50.
Are you
with-
guys on iTunes yet, or
Yeah.
Stitcher,
I don't,
or not? Podomatic.
we've been slow and
Plug
Tim's
your
got a bunch of
show.
stuff going on.
Plug your show. Plug it. Right now.
You can plug your show.
Plug your show.
It's WHA Phonecast, people. Look us up.
Are you on Podomatic?
I'm not sure.
'Cause I try
Look
to
them up on
listen-
those dysfunctional fucking apps that don't fucking work.
iTunes?
And that.
iTunes works.
iTunes does work.
Does iTunes work at work?
No, it doesn't work at work.
Of course it doesn't.
And that's all I care about is myself.
Yeah, me too.
Wow. Titled fucks. Voting for Trump.
I don't vote!
So let's get back to this.
Keep your political views off of this podcast, please, as the election nears. I don't want you trying to sway anybody.
Anna Kendrick was also in 50-50. Good movie. Seth Rogen's in it.
Well, anyway.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt's also
Oh, he's got cancer in that movie, huh?
in it. It's a good
Ryan
movie.
Reynolds gets
Yeah, I know which
invited to
movie.
dinner with like the girls and declares to them that he knows karate.
Well,
Can you plug Kennedy? I know karate, I know jujitsu, I drive
What
like a
that is?
gangster when I'm coming to see you. You plug Karate by Kennedy and wipe out what I just sung you.
I think I'm just gonna repeat what you just sang, like over itself twice.
I know jujitsu, I drive like a gangster when I'm coming to see you. No, it's really good. It's from that Dollar Shave Club commercial. Remember the first time that thing came out and it played that awesome song at the end of it?
Nope.
I'm still no idea what you're talking
Nope.
about.
And you guys are
So while they're out getting drinks,
Plug
Jeez.
Karate by a singer named
Fucking
Kennedy.
do it.
Do you have somewhere to be?
No, I'm tired of listening to the same thing
Shut
repeated
up.
over
I'm
and
making-
over.
No, because he just told me this yesterday at
The
work.
Dollar
or
Shave
2
Club
days.
commercial, John. The
No,
Dollar
I
Shave
didn't. I had
Club.
nothing to do
He
with
told me
this.
2 days ago at work, when he doesn't want to plug something, he just cuts out what we say about it so he doesn't plug it.
I can't find it. It's not that I don't
So
want
you think
to.
if you just go on for 40, you cut
Yeah.
it in chunks. So no, if
No,
you,
I keep
I can
repeating
cut
it.
as
if
much
you
as I
rant
want,
for a
doesn't
half
matter.
hour, he'll just cut that whole chunk out.
That's how it's
Shut
done.
up, Ben. I got plugs everywhere. Look, Karate by Kennedy. It's right there.
Yeah, you've said it.
I want to bash my beer bottle off Ben's head.
This is where Jerry asks Fiona out. And that bitch.
Yeah, they all go to that. Oh wait, no. First they all go to dinner together. And
Yeah, they have drinks.
Yeah.
And Jerry asks Fiona out.
He is like a guy among 4 girls out drinking like cocktails. It's real weird.
Right, and they all don't they all leave?
At
him?
least 3 of them want to have sex with him at this point, I
Yeah.
think.
I think they all do. The girls all work in the same department at this job. They all work in accounting.
Mm.
So it seems like they go out like often to have drinks and karaoke.
I think they go out all
But
the time.
fucking Fiona agrees to go out on a date with Jerry or meet him at Shishan. Was that it?
It is. Or Chinese Elvis is
Hello, shitty walk. Take order, pre.
singing.
Yeah, and then she
And there's
stands.
also random karate going on in the middle
That was
of the
really
aisles.
funny. Was
Yeah.
that like, I thought that was Bruce Lee.
I thought that was something straight out of Pieces.
I also got to say something. Earlier, Jerry is working with Tom, and he's like, Tom, you have really nice hair. And Tom's bald, and he's like, in the back.
That's what you say about me.
I was like, yep. That's exactly what I say about you, Ben. Both my coworkers are bald, but have really nice hair.
He had shitty Spassky balding going on.
In the back.
The horseshoe.
I don't quite have the horseshoe yet. It's getting
Yeah.
there.
I saw somebody in the next
So
movie we're
sorry.
gonna review that looked a lot like you.
That guy didn't look like me. I don't have red hair. I have a red beard.
What? Well, the red hair makes your hair look, or your red beard makes your hair look red too.
That's like your opinion, man.
That's the Big Lebowski.
It is. Good job. This girl gets dropped off at her car and it's dead
In the rain.
in the rain.
That's after she stands him up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
She
never
goes out to
shows.
karaoke with her friends rather than dinner with Jerry.
She did call and leave him a message on his phone that he never
She
checked.
tagged it so that he wouldn't get the message.
It's
Right.
fine. You know, she didn't want to go with them. Look at you. You're sympathizing for a psychopath.
No, you just say.
This movie tries to get you to do that.
I know. And I can't 'cause he's murdering people.
Yeah, right. He's murdering people.
So, Jerry's driving home from the Chinese restaurant where he got stood up. Fiona's car won't start. She is standing on the edge of the road, basically trying to flag somebody down.
And
Jerry
coincidences. Of
drives
Yes.
past, and Jerry picks her up.
Still not as bad as I Know You or Urban Legend,
She seems.
where the janitor guy's
Oh, right.
driving them, and then that car happens to be right on the same road at the same time. It was 15 minutes later, and they ran through the woods. And
Are we reviewing Urban Legend?
I don't want to.
no, but I go off on tangents.
So, did Fiona? She seems like is she just drunk? Is she drunk?
I think she's
Because
drunk.
she kind of
must be.
starts
Let's go get
almost
some
like
burgers at the edge of town.
let's go out basically for dinner and basically
She's complaining about karaoke bars. I don't karaoke
But
bars.
Jerry
goddammit. Mercy's
gives-
useless.
Jerry gives her a riddle, or is it a riddle?
Oh right.
What?
Trivia, he calls it.
2 angels. And,
No, there's
yeah.
4 angels that are actually named by their
Oh,
names
right.
in the Bible. He gives her 3 of them, and what is the 4th?
And he's like, you know it. And he's like not paying attention to the road.
And
He's like,
he whales a deer.
oh man, it looks good.
And this
Looks
deer,
better than Cabin Fever did. That's for sure.
This deer is inside the windshield, half in
And talking to him.
the cab.
Jerry.
Yeah,
Kill me.
the deer wants to die.
And he just happens to
So
have a
he
knife with him.
He pulls out a huge ass buck knife for hunting, and just cuts this deer's
And
throat.
Fiona's right there.
Blood is flying all over the place.
And then he says, "Oh, by the way,
the answer to
fortune
that
is
question,
Lucifer.
Lucifer.
And Fiona's whacked out of her. She's like, this guy is a loony, and I'm gonna run. All these women are attracted to him, and you can like half the time he's like,
Yeah. He doesn't even look like attractive, Ryan.
no, he's like his mouth is gape open, and he's staring off like what? I don't know.
I just have to say, I've never seen a serial killer who looked like Ryan Reynolds.
Ted Bundy was a hunk.
Yeah, women loved him.
What?
Yeah, women loved him.
He was engaged to 2 different women at the same time while he was murdering people.
That-
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't
That
know there
monster
was-
lady was hot.
Charlize Theron.
Yeah,
She's okay when she's not looking like she did in Monster.
exactly.
I work with people who look like her. You guys probably do too.
Yeah, more than likely, there's probably 5 or 6 of them.
Where are we at?
I have stupid banana raincoat.
Deer crash.
Oh, he falls on that girl with a knife.
Yeah, he's chasing Fiona through the woods. He's like, hey! She trips and he falls.
It was an accident.
It was an accident, but then he's like starting to cry and he's like, oh, I loved you, and he starts stabbing her over and over and over
No,
and
he
over.
keeps
says,
saying
does it,
sorry.
he says, does it hurt? And she kind of shakes her head yes, and he's going to put her out of her misery, just like the
He
deer.
did, just like his mom.
And his mom.
That's fine, but then he repeatedly stabs her, and he's like, I'm sorry. I love you.
I text you, Cobra. I was like, what did I say? Something about Jesus
You
Christ,
said,
this
Jesus
deer
Christ,
scene."
the deer scene.
And you said, I haven't watched it yet. And I was like, whoops, sorry.
It's okay, it still was out of nowhere. Yeah, I did amazing work getting everything in on a Friday before an early Saturday show.
You watch both these on the same day. That is pretty impressive.
And got my top 5 list in both things.
I'm guessing you neglected your 2 daughters.
I didn't.
I'm joking. Jerry gets home and he tells the pets what happened. He tells his voices.
Cat says you needs to get rid of this body.
Bosco says, hey,
Just
go
tell the cops.
to the cops, say, hey, it was an accident, I fell on her.
Yep.
And then the cat, Mr. Whiskers, is like,
Do you know what's going to happen?
yeah, the cops are not going to believe that at all. He, like you said, it is good
So-
cop bat, or good angel, devil on your shoulder.
So we get Jerry goes back the next morning to get Fiona to hide the body.
Leaves her organs.
Why
on
did he
there.
go when it was daylight?
No idea.
Okay. But it was this very
Okay, I got a question too.
angelic look. They have her laying in a bed of like white flowers.
And there's no blood on her,
There's
just
no
a little
blood.
bit of stab
I'm
wounds.
assuming
so
that's what he's seeing.
picturing this in his
Yeah.
head, right?
Yeah.
I got another question. This guy lives right above a bowling alley.
Yeah.
How much span is the movie, do you think? How is this like a week's worth of time? Is this
I got like
4
48
days?
hours.
Oh, 2
like,
days.
I got 2 3 days.
Because there's no one ever bowling at the bowling alley.
Right.
No.
Why is that?
I don't know. Maybe it's a small town.
Okay.
Run down.
People
Yeah,
in a
it's
small
run down.
town
The
with
bowling
bowling alley, you would
That's
get a
your-
case of beer and you would go bowling.
That's your concern?
I just want to know why there's never customers at the bowling alley. Yeah.
Because it's
Who knows
convenient.
what's real and what isn't,
Yeah.
by the way. I mean, the guy's fucked in the head. You're seeing his perspective for a lot of the movies. So maybe he just doesn't hear all the bowling going on down there.
Oh, it could just be like.
But he hears his cat and dog talking to him.
This could
Yeah,
be like
it's
American
his own
Psycho.
voices.
None of this might have.
That's what I'm saying. This movie is like a mix of American Psycho and Joe's Apartment. Like I was talking to this cockroach. and shit.
So Jerry picks
This
up.
movie should be either funnier.
I thought it was kind of funny.
There were a few parts, but not enough. I don't think.
I thought the voices actually were really funny.
I thought the cat was a little over the top.
Why
with
the
all
cat?
fucking you in the ass with no
I have
lube
2
and-
cats and a dog, and that's exactly. The cats are evil as shit, and
Yeah.
the dog is just happy to see you. And though
That's true.
I could
Yeah.
relate.
This is accurate.
Haven't killed anybody, but
But the
Not
cat's
that you know
the cat
of.
at one point is like, you've killed one person accidentally. I kill things for fun all the time.
Yeah,
Why
but
don't you do
then the cat also made the point. He's like, "Why did you have that knife in your truck, anyways, Jerry? Because you were planning on killing her no matter what."
oh
Yeah.
come on! I saw the license plate. This takes place in Michigan. People probably fucking have knives, and they're rednecks up there, just like here.
Yeah, but why would you take a knife, like the cat said?
Yeah,
because he
he's
was
right.
planning on a date.
He probably just had. I just assumed he had it in his
In case
truck.
they had to cut a Dairy Queen cake, because those motherfuckers
Are delicious.
hard and delicious.
I just assumed he had it in his truck, but
I think the cat brings up though. Why would you take that knife with you?
I like the cat's fangs.
A lot of CGI in this movie.
The cat space.
The cat's
Looks really
face,
Yeah.
the butterflies that show up, and
So he goes and sees his shrink, and she asks if he hears voices, and he says yes. He keeps saying yes, I hear yours.
yours. Yeah.
Instead of just saying no. And then
Such a politician answer. Well, I do hear what I'm listening to you.
And when people talk, I hear
he says he's
voices.
been crying a lot lately, and he isn't taking his medicine
Yeah,
for
he's
the
not
second
taking
time.
not taking his pills at all. Well, he
Yeah.
admits to it, I think, for the first time here.
She says, hey, if you don't take them, you're going to jail.
Not jail.
Well,
The loony bin.
Okay,
I'd
either or.
assume.
I don't know what. It never does discuss. Oh, his mom. That must be what he's still.
We get some flashbacks in this movie of, oh my god, dark fucking flashback.
They're awful.
His dad's beating him.
His
He's
dad
like
is awful.
an army person.
Because his mom's hears voices too, and the dad just
the dad
The dad-
slugs him and he's like, "You're crazy like your mother."
yeah,
At
calls
one
him a
point.
freak or something. And his dad was military in Germany, married a German woman, moved
Made
them,
her move. Yeah.
made them move back to the States.
I have a
and
good metal band name here. Bad Dad and the Talking Sock.
Is that really a band name?
No, it's because the dad
They're
is
Talking
bad.
Sock?
Has a talking
No,
sock.
remember that kid was like, "He's my
Oh,
friend,"
that's right.
because he saw the fucking doll talking to him because he was crazy when he was 8. And the dad's like, "It's a fucking sock, you loony! It's not
Yeah, 'cause,
talking." And he's like, punches him in the head.
So he takes his medicine for like the first time in the movie. and
Would one pill automatically shut the voices off?
I
feel
don't
like you had to
think so.
build that up in your system. And
Yeah.
sorry, just a little.
the-
a little
you can
sick,
see though
yeah.
what's really going on in his apartment, which is
Yeah, he realizes, oh shit.
He's
It's
not
a
doing
mess.
anything. The
Oh,
cats are
is this
shitting
blood
everywhere.
everywhere.
Has he already cut up? Yeah, he's cut up Fiona.
He cut up Fiona with a
This-
hacksaw.
The organization of putting pieces in Tupperware and stacking it like hay bales. Like, what the hell?
He's an OCD fucking psycho. But there's also a part earlier, right after he hits a deer, he's at the hardware store buying all these hacksaws.
Yeah.
And the cop
The
rolls
sheriff.
up around him and he's like, "Hey,
what happened to your window?
your window's up. What happened?" And he's like, "Oh, I
His
hit a
truck
deer."
his truck's all.
Fucked up in the front. He's
Well, I
got
feel like he paper
cardboard.
mache'd a
Front end. Yeah.
front end back on.
Yeah, definitely did.
But
yeah.
he tells the sheriff he hit a deer.
But he also has Fiona's body in the back of his
bed in the
truck
truck.
here. So he had a close call there.
How bad does this apartment smell?
That apartment smells on a scale
Like
of 1
Joe, what's his face from Maniac? Joe Spinell?
to... He smells worse than Maniac, which is awful. Because that would be
It'd be awful.
human rotting flesh. There's cat shit everywhere. I'm sure cat piss, dog shit, dog piss.
So,
It'd be... on a scale of like 100, it would be a 94 on the stink meter.
did you just go eat?
Of course I did.
Cobra, you want to take this one?
Oh, speaking of what I have, you're a lot like Jerry in the fact in the scenes we see Jerry eating, he is like hoofing food into his. He's like he's like
That piece of pizza.
He puts the pizza. He sees a heart-shaped piece of pizza after he talks to Fiona, and he like hoofs the whole thing in his mouth. Later at the dinner party,
The bar drink.
the one girl's like, "Do you want to eat this? I have one of these left over." He's like, "Yeah, I'll eat that." And when they're all getting ready to leave, he's like, right in his mouth. He's a fucking hog.
Yeah, I can relate.
Just like
I can relate.
you. He would eat 40 out of 48 crackers in 3 minutes.
We had tacos the other night. We had a 12-pack of tacos. I ate 8 of them.
Jesus Christ.
I got an 8-slice pizza the other day to share with my kid. I ate 6 of the 8 slices.
Surprised only 6.
Well, I had to let my kid eat. I had no choice.
This is the hog of a human. Yeah, so this is why you, I think, can relate to Jerry a little bit.
I have that in my notes there until he murders that girl. I'm like, I kind of can see a little bit of myself in this. Like,
But let's be honest, if someone got murdered around here,
I'd probably
you'd
go
be
to
a
jail.
suspect.
It'd either be
for
me
sure.
or my neighbors, one of the two.
Maybe not in Mercer, are you there, but...
What do you think of Jerry putting all of her peas Tupperware and stacking
That was
them?
fucked up.
It's really
It
fucked
is
up.
weird.
And he
Yeah.
keeps
What's
her,
he plan on doing? That's what I was like, is he gonna eat this girl maybe
This
later?
is the kind of stuff that...
Or is he
It's kind of
just
stuff
trying-
like Jeffrey Dahmer and shit. Like,
Yeah,
it's
'cause
basically he's
her
gonna
head's in the
freeze.
fridge, and
Here's the thing, without stuff like this that happens, I don't know that this would be considered a horror movie. And even
I don't think it
the
would.
least part.
No.
But he's stuffing body parts into containers, and that's fucked up.
Well, he puts Fiona's head in the refrigerator, and she talks to him also, and she wants a friend. She's lonely in the fridge.
yeah.
She's trying to convince him to kill
He's
again.
like, hey, go kill Lisa.
Yeah.
Remember her from Accountant? Who's hot?
Yeah.
Well, also, he realizes what the pills do, and he's horrified by what he did, so he dumps the pills at this point.
Yeah.
But then he's sitting on the couch and he's watching pet porn with
Aw.
his cat, and the cat is loving it.
Ducks, monkeys, warthogs, and then lions.
Yeah, the cat tells him to go kill again.
Oh, his boss also told him at some point that he saw him at Shishan or whatever.
Yeah, and it doesn't lead anywhere.
No, he's
No.
just like, I saw you in the window. Because at
I
first when he's
started
like,
thinking-
I saw you last night, he's like, oh no. And he's like, oh, it's Shishan or whatever.
Was the boss gay?
Jesus.
And was like,
I don't know.
The boss
'cause
was a little weird.
that's where I thought that was going, but then it really doesn't go
Maybe
anywhere.
maybe everybody in the whole place
Loves him.
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know why. Because he's
Okay.
weird.
I was like, who? He looks like Ryan Reynolds though. Come on.
He is a dreamboat.
Yeah.
10 years ago. You love him in Amityville Horror, don't you, Ben?
Oh, damn it.
I hope we review it someday.
We will. That
So,
month where we all pick our worst one.
Oh yeah, we're all gonna like February, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna pick the worst movie we can think of. We're gonna
And
do
we have to
our-
watch it.
We're gonna do our worst movie so we can berate them and bring them to our knees.
Start thinking about it now. So, Jerry the next morning immediately goes to accounting and starts hitting on Lisa, or kind of
Oh yeah.
putting himself
He
out
doesn't
there.
even really hit on her. He's just like, hey, let's go. And she's like, all right.
Oh, I thought she asked him
Yeah,
for
she's
drinks.
like, it's. As soon as we get out of here,
Yeah, he says
we're going
it's-
for
it's-
drinks. He's
it's
like, it's
after
after 5.
Yeah,
and she's
like,
like,
okay, let's go.
oh, let's go for drinks.
And
You know the worst part about Lisa though, there is only one downfall. Every time she has 2 beers, she's like, well, I can't drive. Are you driving me?
she's
Are you driving me? Are you driving me?
She's hitting on him.
And she's trying to get him to drive. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what
so
it is.
that-
Yeah, but she does that every time.
Yep, because she likes him.
No, it's not just for Jerry.
That's for everybody.
It's for
Maybe
everybody.
she's just a dick.
That's right. She
Well,
wants to go
no,
get all
because
smashed.
She drove Fiona to her car that night.
Did she?
Yes, she dropped her off. She said, "Do you want me to wait?" Fiona said,
That did
"No."
happen.
That was a,
Your whole theory is shot down.
that was also creepy or ridiculous that she gets in her car. Fiona leaves. She gets in her car, or Lisa leaves. Fiona gets in her car. It won't start. Oh, and the cell phone's dead. Come on.
It happens sometimes.
No, it doesn't.
Both those things don't happen at the same time.
Ever? I bet there's at least one.
Not in the
case
history of
that
mankind, no.
No. So.
They both love cats.
Yeah,
that in common.
But I feel like Jerry's actually liking Lisa.
Yeah.
He is, and I think
he's
stupid. He realizes.
Here's where Anna Kendrick should get the fuck rid of him.
Oh, he takes Lisa to his childhood home.
This is where my mom and I lived. Okay, I'm gonna go home now.
Okay, that's not terribly weird yet.
It's their first date.
Maniac, remember, he took that woman.
Yeah, anytime that you bring up your mom during your first date, you're
out.
Fucking nuts.
Get out, ladies.
Yeah.
I guess.
Women listening, remember that.
Yeah, Jerry takes Lisa
I love my
his...
mom. You're gonna die tonight!
Jerry takes Lisa to his childhood home that's out in the middle of the woods and abandoned.
And starts crying.
Oh, he's like, this is the window I used to look out. And I pretended the stars were my friends. Well, you're a fucking loser.
Jeez.
I think she gets along with him because she's also a loser. I think that's what it is.
I thought we were going there, too, that she heard voices, too. And
yeah, it seemed like that.
I don't know if she heard voices. I think she's just like...
No, she didn't. I said that I thought we were going there.
I was like, I think she's just into this guy, so she's kind of telling him what he needs to hear at this point, because he seems upset that he was a loser.
Well, we get a flashback, and is this where we get to see Jerry fucking just killing his mom? Oh, that's rough. There were cop lights coming. Did she kill her husband?
Her husband might have left. Or her husband might have called the cops.
Wait, I don't think we see that he killed his mom yet, do we?
They close the door on it, but he's in there.
Oh, he grabs that piece of glass.
And he grabs a piece of glass and they
Oh, yeah, this is before him and Lisa do it.
Yeah. Is that the important part that you have?
Yep.
Yeah, immediately. The next scene is basically Jerry sleeping.
You know when you have coffee the next morning that there was some sex going on the night before.
Yeah. Well, he also put a knife up as he was walking out the door because he was going to kill her. Yeah, as he's walking out the door, he grabs a knife. She's in front of him, and he sets it up on the mantle or the shelf. So he was going there to kill her, and he changed his mind. Because he's like, Anna Kendrick's pretty fucking hot.
That's because she had that tight pussy.
We also get at this time, the news is reporting that a murder has happened because Jerry didn't clean up Fiona very well. And he left
a lot of DNA.
He left a bit of
blood and
parts,
guts,
22 miles worth of lower intestine in the woods.
A shoe that was all bloodied.
Yeah.
I watch enough ID, you gotta clean that up.
Okay, I also have this. They found a body part in the woods. Automatically, the news. Was this supposed to make fun of the news and how they report? Because they're like, we have a serial killer. It's like, how did you jump to that conclusion?
That guy, I love when Ryan Reynolds was watching the TV Night Cop was like, and we're gonna find you, you murderer.
I think he was picturing.
Oh yeah, that was all in his head for sure, but it was still kind of.
So, funny. Was he picturing the news is onto him already? Is that what this thing was? Or did the news already...
I think the news was onto him, but he was
The news wouldn't assume you were a serial killer if you killed one person, though.
Well, no, I thought that's maybe they were playing on how the news reports
done.
Things.
Yeah.
Or they couldn't even tell how it was done, could they?
Or
was
just Jerry...
found guts, that's all they found.
Was Jerry picturing in his mind that news report?
I don't know, because the cat was like, look, they're after you now. Now you gotta kill more or something.
Yeah, but that's his conscience saying...
That's what's so hard to...
Kill as many as you can, yeah.
It's hard to know what's reality and what's not.
This is where Lisa shows up at Jerry's house. She gets Jerry's address from somebody in accounting at work.
First, she takes him to the copy room because I have...
Oh, yeah,
Anna Kendrick wants to take me to the copy room. She can take me to the...
If there was a copy room at work and she took me there, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Guess what's going to go on? One of three things.
Even if the fat girl comes in, you're like, get out of here, and then you continue on.
One of three things is going to happen, and you know them all. I don't have to say them.
Wow. Something involving a pitching wedge.
It's some ice cubes.
Stuffed buffalo.
Let's bring back that 9-iron.
So Lisa shows up at Jerry's house with, I don't even know, donuts. But, I'm sorry, that house would stink so bad.
They were cakes, not donuts.
It doesn't matter.
Oh,
the donut box.
That house would stink.
She would have smelled that before she got to the top of those stairs.
That's true.
Definitely as soon as that door opened.
Well, he sneaks up.
He locks himself out of his apartment, and he's like, I'm going to take the skylight roof.
Mm-hmm.
She says, I'm good at picking locks, basically. He says, oh, have a nice night.
Is she an ex-criminal?
No.
She gets a pin out, and she picks the lock.
A bobby pin.
She gets into the apartment first, and she sees
cat poop,
Body parts.
blood.
And what's her name's head on the table.
Yeah.
It's covered up a
Yeah.
little bit, but you can see.
And we get 5 minutes of Lisa running around
This
the
is what
apartment, and Lisa's dead.
This is what I thought was going to happen, honestly. When Jerry is above looking through the skylight and he sees Lisa discovering all this, I thought he was going to, like, jump through and some glass was going to fall on her and it was going to kill
another
her
accident.
that way.
What
Another
happens
accident.
instead is, like, really sad.
And it's really weird. He kind of chases her through her house for a little bit.
Ooh, this is your favorite part. What's the dog say when she knocks on the door?
Intruder, intruder, Jerry, I got you, intruder, intruder. Like, the dog is the funniest part of the movie. Anytime someone knocks, he's like, I got you, Jerry, there's an intruder, intruder,
The cat
intruder.
also said something about being the devil's advocate.
Yeah,
Like that.
he did.
Oh, yeah. Well, she hides in the bedroom, and he goes in there.
This is,
I don't like this. This makes me sad.
This does,
There's some
yeah.
really dark scenes in this movie.
She tries to get away, he throws her, and she snaps her neck off the
Is that
back
what it
of
was?
the bed.
I knew she hurt herself and
Yeah, I
then
think
she
her
snapped the neck.
I think it was her spine because her
Yeah,
leg
her spine, yeah. She couldn't move.
And he's like coddling her while she's dying.
He's basically saying, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
But then her head winds up in the fridge next to Fiona's.
Yeah, now we got talking heads.
And this is where the movie...
Can you plug the talking heads?
Sure.
Ooh.
I'll find something.
You could...
Don't know why I love it like I do. All the changes you put me through. Take my money, my cigarettes. I haven't seen the worst of it yet. I wanna know, can you tell me I love to
Burning down the house is pretty...
I like life during wartime. Psycho killer.
Yeah, but you could do Psycho Kitty.
Do you know what happens at the end of this movie?
At our house?
No.
We always...
Yes, it does!
It does, but come on. No.
Yes, it does!
That's fine. I know it does.
It's very fitting.
We always change the words to Psycho Killer to Psycho Kitty.
Why are we whispering?
Because you were looking at me like...
What about it, Kitty?
Like I'm Psycho. This is where the movie...
You are a psycho.
This is where the movie picks up really fast. And he offs the other girl in accounting really quickly.
Yep. And now all three heads are in the thing, yeah.
Talking to him?
So this girl had a crush on Jerry too because she just shows up at Jerry's house. I think she hears the news report and people at work are like, "Oh, I think Jerry's crazy."
Yeah,
Jerry killed people.
They find the article of him killing his mom.
So why would she not have called the cops? Why did she go to Jerry's apartment by herself?
She's dumb.
She likes him.
Yeah, but then even later, the Indian guy and the boss guy go.
I thought they were gonna vigilante him.
That's what I thought too. But then the guy saw like the bodies and was like, "Bah!"
Yeah, probably just call the cops at that point.
So it went so fast, like I couldn't even write everything down. I don't know.
Yeah.
The apartment exploded at one point.
Whoa,
That's 'cause
you're
there's
way
a-
ahead.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on now.
Ryan Reynolds, when he was escaping down, he knocked a gas leak
lamp.
on. Yeah.
He goes to a shrink. He tells the shrink,
that's right. He kidnaps her.
Yeah.
I killed 3 people, and she starts to dial a number, and that makes
He's
him
like,
feel
no,
bad.
and this
I like
this
her.
change right here was good because
Yeah.
he looked pissed off and crazy, and he's like, you don't fucking call anyone. And he whips her phone off the wall, it shatters. He's like, I don't want, and it's great though because he's like, I want your advice. I don't
But I
want to
like-
hurt you,
Yeah.
but we're gonna do this, and you're not.
Takes her to a field, yeah.
That's right.
But I like her explanation of life, and we all hear voices, and he's just like, wow, that's 10 years of, what was it, 10 years of
10 years in
therapy.
therapy.
It's like therapy in
minutes.
10 seconds
Yeah,
or something. I thought it was really good.
Yeah, he's right, because she just kept being like, take your pills. Did you take your pills? Are you hearing voices? What are you doing? Put you back in the thing.
How hard would it be though to deal with someone that hears their fucking cats and
But
dogs?
just give him the most basic of advice. She's not even doing that. She's
But
not
he's
even
supposed to be
hitting
taking his
ground level.
meds.
Yeah, but you can't just tell somebody, take your meds, everything will be alright.
Now, if you can explain to him why it'll be alright, then that's
Because
fine.
you won't hear your dog and cat talking to you. That's not normal.
Yeah.
She doesn't
They never
know
got
that
around to that.
She doesn't know that the dog and cat's talking to him.
Yeah.
Oh, at this point she does.
Does she?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, because he takes her back to his apartment.
He tells her, and then they're talking. The cat's like, kill her or something.
Yeah, I think so. But he doesn't kill
And he's
her.
like, no, I
he
can't
lets
kill
her
her.
go.
She's a good person.
Yeah.
But this one, the cops show up at the house, at the apartment.
Yeah.
A little bit, because, the two people that came over called the cops,
Yeah.
and then Ryan Reynolds pulled in with the...
Because he leaves her,
Psychiatrist.
she's still tied up, and he's trying to escape, and this is where he kicks the gas line when he's trying to crawl through. What kind of crawl space is that?
It goes from his apartment to the bowling alley.
Maybe an air duct or something, yeah.
Well, he kicked... Do gas lines normally go through air ducts? I don't know, I just thought it was weird.
Probably not, and it looks like it's part of the ladder going down,
I
which is
feel
real
like
weird.
they were just like, just stick this in there.
Yeah. So he kicks it, and then, so we have a gas leak, and he gets into the basement, right?
It's not the basement, it's
Or
the bowling,
alley.
yeah.
He's in the bowling alley.
And that's when it explodes. And he just decides
Oh,
to
we
lay down.
also,
Does he
we
kick
also
out
forgot...
cops? Do cops get killed in that explosion?
One goes flying down the fucking steps.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool looking. We forgot to talk about, though, when he first gets back with the kidnapped, Bosco's missing. And he doesn't know where, and he goes out yelling for Bosco for about 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's
The cat
really
says-
upset
the
that
cat
his
says-
dog is missing.
And the cat tells him he fucking left.
Got hit
That's
by
right. He got hit by a
truck.
minivan.
Alright, so yeah, he just decides to lay down and just die. So I guess he dies of inhalation,
Does he?
probably.
Or the movie kind of ends and we get a musical note.
That's because he's in heaven with his
Yeah.
mom and
Is that what it
Jesus.
is?
That's what I thought.
Okay.
You just ain't got nothing to do with this movie.
That's what he texted me.
Correct.
Yeah. That's it, that's the movie.
Pretty much, yeah, it ends with a musical note that could be like
Yeah,
on
bowling alley
Glee
explodes. Well, and then the dog and the cat are like,
They part
hey,
ways.
it's
Yeah.
been nice knowing you, cat, but I gotta go this way, and I actually like you. And the cat was like, well, I liked you too, Bosco. And then they go their separate ways, and then we get this musical number at the end with Jesus Christ himself.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
The fuck is going
I
on?
have no idea. I have no idea.
Well, we're gonna make you go first then, Cobra. What do you think of this movie?
This movie, visually it looked really nice. It was shot well.
Mm.
There was a few dark, creepy images in the movie. Overall, was it a horror movie? No, it was like American Psycho meets Joe's Apartment. It tried to be a little bit funny with him talking to his pets, and it tried to be a little bit like this guy's crazy, and what's going on in his head, what's not going on in his head. Did this happen? At the end, yeah, he dies in the thing. I would give it a 4 out of 10.
Jeez,
That's
harsh.
That's not terrible.
I must be gonna grade it a little
It's
higher
just
than both
below,
you guys.
just
just
below
below
watchable.
the
Yeah.
cusp. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend this. I don't know who this is for. It's for people like Weaver who are weird and loony.
Yeah, exactly.
So
That's why I'm gonna give it a good score.
I've never seen Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer. Have you?
But I would rather watch
Yep.
I would rather watch American Psycho than this.
How
Yeah.
how does that compare to something like this where it's both serial killers?
Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer is nothing like this.
Well, I just wondered because it's a serial killer
depressing
and
as
there's
fuck.
psycho. Well,
You said this was
kind
depressing.
of depressing.
As fuck too.
This is like,
They're throwing humor in it.
yeah, there's nothing funny about Henry Lee Lucas, man. He's a fucking gross man. And Otis, he's also fucking gross. They're both gross, man. It's just gross.
All right, I mean I wasn't comparing the two. I just wondered like because serial killer thing.
4 out of 10.
4 out of 10.
You want me to go?
Sure.
This is kooky. This movie's kooky, kind of like me. So of course I liked it. It's really off the walls. I didn't like the ending though. I didn't like dancing around.
That was
What
crazy.
the fuck was that about?
Yeah.
But
It was
everything
like
else,
Bill Mosley coming back. And a Happy New Year.
exactly. What made this a horror movie was probably the gore, the stuff in the containers and him cutting through body
Yeah.
parts. And other than that, this would be more like a drama, a little bit. I know
Dramedy.
yeah, it's supposed to be funny, and there's parts that are funny,
The
but
cat, I guess.
it
at
was
times.
it brought you down so much, man. It was just ugh.
It was like a roller coaster. You
Yeah.
get these like really comedy parts and then
Oh, that's something we
immediately-
really missed. That's one of the parts of the movie that I really liked was Ryan Reynolds said when he's on his medication, yeah, it's normal and it's all flatline normal right here.
Yeah.
But when he's off his meds, the highs that he gets to feel with life are much better than the lows that he gets to feel with. And he would
So
rather
bipolar.
experience the highs and the lows than just be mellowed out at an even tilt.
Yeah.
And I thought that was cool. Because, yeah, what's life worth living if you're not experiencing the really highs and you're just...
So let's see if you can guess my score.
I'm gonna guess
7 out of 10.
Got
I
it.
thought.
Nailed it. 7 out of 10.
Yeah, okay, I'm the same. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. I enjoyed it. That first, like, 15, 20 minutes, I was like, where's this going? And then once that deer scene happened, it was like, oh, shit. But, yeah, the comedy and the depressing parts, the low parts of this movie, like, it's...
Do you think this movie was meant to make you feel bipolar?
I don't know why this movie was made.
Okay.
Why people like Ryan Reynolds and Anna Kendrick, because those are big names, why they did something like this movie. By the end, I liked it more than I thought I was going to. I went into it. I didn't read anything about it. I just put it on. I didn't like the musical number at the end. I'm not sure it's a movie I'd watch again, but I thought it was much better than I thought it was gonna be.
So I feel like I liked it, but I don't want to sit through it again.
I'm not sure that it's right to portray mental illness this way. But
what if that's like an accurate portrayal?
It could be. I don't know. But you guys kind of said the same thing at the beginning about how I'm meant to believe that all serial killers are like this. They're just, oh, it's an accident. Sorry.
Yeah, even the lady that got kidnapped, the psychiatrist at the end was like, don't hurt him, he's very troubled.
Yeah.
After he kidnapped her and killed 3 people.
No. I do understand that we don't treat mental illness very well in this country.
Who's the dickhead who shut down all the mental health facilities?
That was Ronald Reagan.
Yes, it might have been.
So...
Is that why you hate Ronald Reagan?
I work with a guy who, you know who he is, Cobra, I'll tell you later. He was a psychologist at a mental facility for years, and he said one time, I'll never forget, he said, we used to have these wonderful things called, basically asylums, like these hospitals that these people could be put into, and yeah, we didn't treat them very well all the time in these places, but at least they were off the streets. And he said, the scary thing is these people are out there now and they're breeding.
Oh, no.
And is that why this movie was made? Because mental illness is getting back into the news. Every time there's a mass shooting, we chalk it up to
2 things.
Either
terrorism or
mental illness. Yeah, and the person was able to get a gun that shouldn't have been able to, and at the same time had mental issues that should have prevented that person from getting the gun. But so mental illness is starting to creep back into the spotlight. But I'm not sure that I liked how they treated it here.
I don't think it was offensive. It was just...
I didn't say it was offensive. I just thought it was maybe just too easy to treat it this way.
Could be.
You make you feel like it's okay to do what he did because you're a little off your rocker?
Yeah, you can't be killing people whether you're mentally handicapped or not.
Yeah.
You just can't kill people. Even if you're hot Ryan Reynolds, you can't kill people.
These movies do, when I see something like this, when you see a movie about a serial killer or something, and you get these scenes where you wonder in your life, have I ever come across somebody who I could have died, but I got out of there at that right second?
Come across murderers at some point in their life?
I don't know. That's the thing that's scary is you don't know. You never
I think
thought
we're
about
getting
that?
way too in depth with this. I really do.
No, we are. Sorry. But...
Ow!
I'll kick you.
Although I'll take this over politics any day. I don't
Yeah.
care. Alright, that's going to do it for this one. Thanks for the request. If you want to get a hold of us, facebook.com/horrorcasting, horrorcastings@gmail.com. And we're on Twitter @horrorcasting. And make sure to rate, review, and subscribe to the show. We'll be back next week with another request.
Thrill me!
Bye-bye.